Good morning, YouTube. It's Keen again. Today, I essentially wanted to make a tutorial video talking about a process that I've been using and trying out lately with a 100% success rate that makes it much easier to make builds in Splatoon 3. So for this video, the example build I'm going to use is partially done, not 100% done, but we're going to be done by the end of it, basically. And I'm making a build for Explosher. So on this build, I want it to look like this. So, compared to the end game, I have the pure main save done, I have Swim Speed Man on the shoes, and I have LDE with a bunch of value subs on the hat. So what I'm missing is 2 main savers and 1 more sub resist up, right? So what we're going to do in the video today is I'm essentially going to go over the process I used to really easily get the pure main save on the shirt, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to get 2 more main saver on the shoe, guaranteed. I'll know when it happens, when to use the ticket. I'll talk about all of that today. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to Lean Yoshi here on their Twitter page, because it's their website over here on leany.github that I'm going to be using. And this website has a ton of really useful information. You can already see I've clicked a lot of it already. Basically, today we're going to be talking about the gear seed checker tutorial. You can read this on your own. It basically explains everything I'm going to talk about in this video, but sometimes it's a bit easier. Hearing from someone who's already done the process as opposed to reading it, and you have a particular question or wonder about it. It's probably answered here, yes, but sometimes it's just nice to listen, so that's basically what this video is going to be for. So to start, basically every piece of gear in this game has a gear seed. The gear seed determines what your roles are about to be, what they're going to be in the future, and it's all just basically predetermined. It is random from a surface level, but by finding our gear seed, we can essentially see into the future and, quote unquote, predict every single role, but we know every role once we know the gear seed. So the first step in making a build, right, you need to know what you want to do. So for my Explosher build, I knew what I wanted to do. I'd honestly recommend to figure out what you want ahead of time to make the process easier for you. Once you know what gear that you want, and you pick the specific gear that you want, say that I wanted my sweater, which I wanted, what you have to do is go over to this page on Gear Seed Recovery. You pick the brand of your gear that corresponds to it. So in my case, it was a crack-on sweater. And you can see slot 0, slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4. It may look a little bit overwhelming. Basically, what you're going to do to find out your seed is you're just going to play the game normally, roll slots on the shirt, figure it out as you go, keep track of what you're unlocking. So, this is just like filler, say I'm keeping track of all my subs, right, as they go. And generally speaking, when it comes to filling out these subs, also keep in mind there are drinks under these. If you don't have a drink applied, then put none. If you're currently rolling with a drink, then put it. You can find your seed with or without the drink active, but personally I would say just do it without the drink to start, because in this video I'm going to essentially teach you how to save your drink tickets, because this is coming from the point of view of someone who wasted 4 or 5 swim tickets with no success when, after using this process I could have guaranteed just not used it until I knew for certain it would do something, and you'll see what I mean in a little bit. So you're going to keep filling these out as they go, just, and if you're wondering if you're scrubbing or not, yeah, it doesn't matter at what point you do it. You can unlock the first slot, scrub it, do the first slot again, scrub it, doesn't matter. You could do the first 3 slots and then scrub it, it does not matter. Just, you're keeping track of what you unlock. And once you unlock, give or take, from my experience, a little bit I've done so far, once you unlock maybe like 8, 9, 10 slots in a row, you're going to hit Search Seed. You can hit Search Seed after getting 1 roll, but that's not going to tell you anything, because you're going to get hundreds upon hundreds of possible seeds on the bottom once it's done loading, so that's not helpful. So basically, by keeping track of what you're unlocking on the individual piece of gear with the brand in mind, you can find the seed. And once you've done enough slots, the amount of seeds will shrink and shrink and shrink, because say I only put the first slot BDEF, there's a million rolls, that doesn't help. But if I put slots 0 to 9, it's like, oh, I'm rolling the specific combo of sub defense, ink resist, QSJ, special saver, and so on in a row. Then it really, really narrows down to the seeds to a possible amount. This is just, it says no results to display. I just made up the seeds as I went. But for example, I don't remember what I rolled on that shirt, but I know my seed. So once you stick all your stuff here, put your brand, right, and you'll get a single seed. It'll be like 0 times and then like a number. So you'll go over to this page on Gear Seed Checker. You'll essentially do the same thing. Again, crack-on sweater for me. I had no drink at the time. That doesn't matter right now. You go to the currency and you basically copy-paste it from this page on the bottom to this page. So for me, my sweater was 995271 3D. And you'll have start slot, number of slots. Number of slots, personally, I go 100. It's just easy to see. You hit display results. Once you know your seed, this is essentially going to tell you in the future what you're going to roll on the shirt. But there's more than that. Being a crack on shirt, naturally it's more likely to roll swim speed, of course, so you can already see slots 17, 18, 19. If I were to roll the shirt from the point it was at before I made my main saver shirt, eventually, without any ticket, it would just naturally roll a triple. You know, it's like a 1 in 9 chance, give or take, for that to happen for brand favored abilities, so you know, you'll know when it happens, and this is all guaranteed. If you kept track of your things all correctly, you have your possible seed, and then you pretty much can guarantee that you were, well, not even pretty much, it is guaranteed that you're going to get these kinds of rolls. So then the next question is going to be, okay, Keen, well, if this was your sweater and you have a pure main saver, I'm looking through your 100 rolls. Where did you get the triple main saver? And that's where the ticket comes in. What tickets do in this game is essentially they overwrite some of the slot rolls. So if I go over here, back up here, again, this is the same seed, I hit display results after putting a main saver ticket. You'll notice a lot of the rolls have changed now, and you'll immediately see 11, 12, and 13 have been replaced with main saver, main saver, main saver. This is how I rolled my shirt. I essentially found my seed by keeping track over here, copy pasting my seed, putting it here, looking at my rolls. I put the main saver ticket because that's what I was going for, and then I immediately see it's over here. So what I did is basically, I had my seed and I said, okay, I'm going to look at the slot numbers I want. I think it was 11, 12, 13. So you just keep playing the game normally, you know, roll all of this and just scrub it off. But once you reach around the point, or even right before the point, you can, it's up to you basically, just to save as many tickets as you want. To guarantee it personally, I think the most effective is just put the ticket on after the sub rolls, because then you'll guarantee main saver, main saver, main saver. And again, that's how I unlock my sweater, right? Okay. So my next example I'm going to do, you know, for this video, I'm not even done with it yet. Let's say my shoe. I know my shoe seed because I kept track of it last night, and as an example, I did it with a mix of drink ticket. I did it with a mix of drink ticket and without it. Doesn't matter. As long as you put in enough, you know, information into this window, basically, you'll eventually narrow it down to one seed. Again, I didn't find it when I did it here because it's a bunch of made up nonsense. That it doesn't matter. Just when you roll naturally, you're going to get a seed. Do not worry about it. So for the marinated slip-ons, that's a piece of amiibo gear. And my seed that I was at is 0 times 968 278 FD. I'm going to display results for the next 100. And what I want to roll on that, again, if we go back over here, is main saver, bomb duff. Okay? Got it. So we can go over here, and you can just see what you're going to roll without a ticket. Again, sometimes you might be lucky, you might find stuff like if I wanted to roll triple sub saver, it would happen naturally. That's not what I'm looking for, so that doesn't matter. But you can see within my next 100 rolls, I'm simply not going to roll 2 main save in a row. So again, the magic of the ticket, it will overwrite a lot of your rolls. And I'm only looking for 2, so that's pretty easy to find. So again, you apply the ticket, you know, hypothetically, if you're going to put it on, bam. Immediately, slots 6 and 7, main save, main save. And you can go even further. If you're willing to be patient, personally, I'm not in this instance. I don't mind using 10 sub-resistant stuff for that last slot. But if I scroll down, then, you know, on rolls 28, 29, and 30, relative to where I am currently, to roll exactly what I want. But I don't necessarily want to wait that long. Again, this process, you can save as many chunks as you want. It just makes it easier. It streamlines it. It helps you not waste tickets, that sort of deal. So I want main save, BDF, sub-resist, whatever. So what I'm going to do is just play the game normally, unlock all of these, and then I'm going to slap my main saver ticket on right before these 2. And then it'll be guaranteed to roll that way. So I'm basically going to do a jump cut from here to, you know, after I play a few games, I'll show my slots rolling to show that, you know, from the state that I'm at right now. Okay, so resuming, having won a match in open, actually I do have my main saver ticket on right now, so you'll see here in a second I'm about to unlock the shoe with main save ticket on. So it unlocks, and I get special power. So if we go back here, back out, go to my currency, put on special power, or rather, I put my main save ticket on, I display results, and I look for special power. So special power means I'm up to this point. So my next slots are going to be this, 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 this. So I have 4 more unlocks to go before I get the 2 main saver that I desire. And what's cool you can do about this, I didn't mention before because I wanted to show you an actual example. On the right, you have a button that hits that says update seed. So essentially I've just unlocked this. So what I do is hit update seed, and you'll see it changes my seed up here, because basically every roll will change your seed. The seed merely determines at what point you're at and what you're going to unlock. So you hit update seed, display results, and what it'll do is the sub power and the special power will move up. Every roll is the same, but it'll move up to essentially keep track and see how close you're getting. That's one thing I want you to keep in mind. Once you find your seed, it doesn't stay that way forever. It's going to change constantly. So if you're at a certain point in the process, you're going to stop for the day, pick it up tomorrow or whatever. Make sure to keep in mind the seed of the point that you're at. That's a big important thing to do. Otherwise, you know, you can look up your old seed, but then you're gonna have to like refine where you are exactly based on like what your last roll was, and that's a bit annoying because like if I use the previous seed that I had and then I'm like all the way down here at like run speed, then it's like kind of annoying because I have to like scroll down and like, you know, double check. It's more confusing than it needs to be. Just update your seed constantly. It's easier that way. So I'll see you in a little bit after I unlock you know, the next couple subs basically. So with that special saver sub unlocked, you can now easily see that I've unlocked pretty much everything in order. I've cleared out my list as I've gone just to make sure. So again, you can hit update seed, display results. My next two are guaranteed to be main saver, which is what I am looking for. So I'll cut again to show you that I'm gonna get it, because it will. Yeah. Okay, so we had a really quick last game, so we're gonna unlock our quote-unquote last sub, because again, I want sub resist on the last one. I don't mind using 10 chunks to just fill it out, because I just want to be done with my exposure build, but there you go. Main save, guaranteed, just like the website said. Again, it's a really simple process. It might be a bit confusing at first, but it's honestly not that bad. Once you do it once or twice, you pretty much get the rhythm of how to do it, as long as you're tracking all your information correctly. With your subs, your drinks, all of that, your seed should be fine. It'll be correct. Once you get a bunch of subs correlating, you know you've done it right, basically. I have this is my expo build, and the only thing I'm missing is sub resistance. Again, if I was patient enough, I could have gone like another 20 plus rolls before using the ticket, but personally, I just wanted to get done. If you're willing to be patient enough, you pretty much will never have to use chunks, you know, unless like some rare exceptions. Yeah, I can just slap this on. And my build is done. Easy as that. So I hope that this video gave you a good idea. I hope I explained it well. Again, this is like really a means of, it's not RNG minute per se or anything. It's more so the website feeds you the information in order for you to, you know, save the hassle of wasting drink tickets like I did. Because for example, in the lobby, as we can see with Marigold here, before I employed this technique, and I tried it out with a couple of main saver tickets to get the rolls that I did now, you see that I have no swim speed. Essentially, I was trying to brute force swim speed the old way onto this shirt. And what's unfortunate is because I actually, after I failed with it, like, I think 4 separate tickets, which is a lot of time, by the way, and a lot of resources, that sucks. So I think failing with that and getting tired of my shirt not rolling really that well is what compelled me to learn this, and I'm hoping to teach it to you too, so that you can save your tickets, you can save your money from scrubbing, you can save yourself bashing your head against the wall hoping for the game to give you quote-unquote better RNG, because with this, you'll always know it's really good. It's a little bit of time to, you know, figure out with individual pieces of gear, but once you know, and then you can see in the future, you know when to put tickets. So with this shirt, for example, if I had a swim ticket right now, I believe it would only be like 3 or 4 rolls away from getting triple swim if I had a ticket on. So let me actually double check this right now. I'll cut to it. Yeah, so as you can see here, it's Tony Kensa. I have my seed. I'm a little bit deeper into the seed than this, but this is the general idea. You'll see if I scroll down. Tony Kensa favors main saver now, so that's why there's a ton of it. If you're wondering, you'll see like there's no swim here, basically. But if I were to take this seed, slap on a swim speed, display results for the next 100, you'll quickly see there was a triple going to happen, but because I wasted all my tickets before I knew this, I didn't gain anything out of it. So that's what this video is basically trying to help you with. I want you to save your tickets, I want you to save your resources, save your chunks. Be greedy, it's hard to get them, it's time consuming, it's a pain. I want you to save like I did, where I only had to burn 10 to finish my entire build. That kind of thing. I want this to make your life easier. Again, thank you to Lean for, you know, posting this tool. It makes my life easier. I hope it makes your lives easier. But that's pretty much going to cover it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I explained it well, and I hope that this can help you make your builds much more quickly, effectively, cost efficiently, all that stuff. This has been Keen. If you enjoyed, remember, just leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I will post a lot more frequently about Splatoon 3 high level. You know, you'll see in the editing bits if you're new to the channel, you're just like, hey guys, you're like, oh, you're S plus 50, 9,999. Yeah, I'm a competitive player. I have a lot of history in this game, so I can teach you a lot of things. So feel free to stick around. You may learn something. I stream on Twitch as well. You can follow me on Twitter, all that stuff. But But yeah, that's all I got for today, and hopefully see you next time with either a tutorial or high-level gameplay, whatever, you know? And I can use this exposure build, and you'll be seeing me use it in the future, because I love this weapon, it's super fun, I'm happy to have my build done. And yeah, I'll see you. Have a great day.